Alton couple say their neighbors fear for their safety tonight.
The couple's dog was shot earlier this week. Channel 5's Frank McCaffrey is in the studio with a look at the aftermath of this loss. Frank.
The Hidalgo County Sheriff's Department tells us the Labrador Retriever was shot around 9 on Monday night. He was shot on a nearby property, then ran to a neighbor's driveway and died. Witnesses say the alleged shooter was behind the property in a canal area. Tonight, the couple who owned the dog is working to accept the loss. Jerry Ramirez got home tonight. He spent the last 2 weeks in Utah. He was not greeted by his pet, Zach. His wife, Denora Mendoza, says she gave him the dog as a gift on Valentine's Day 2015. For Ramirez, it was love at first sight.
I was walking the dog around, take him to the park. I was driving him everywhere. He was always with me.
He says he's struggling to deal with the loss.
Before I left, I was here and I was like, hey, Zach, I'll be back. I give him a hug. He gave me a hug. He jumped up and we always acted around each other. And then I heard that he was gone, he was shot. I was like, what?
His wife was home when the suspect, who's accused of using a shotgun, killed the dog.
I came out because my sister called me, and I get here and my neighbor's crying, the kids are crying. I'm like, what happened? They're like, Zach is dead.
Mendoza's neighbor, Ana Villanueva, witnessed the shooting. She says she was outside at the time Zach was shot with her 6-year-old daughter.
We were listening to music. My daughter and I were just kind of like dancing when we heard the first shot. And then, so I lowered the music and I heard the second shot. When I heard the third shot, Zach was already in my land. He was wounded.
Villanueva says she fears for the safety of those who live in the neighborhood. She says her child was traumatized by what she witnessed.
My daughter hasn't been able to sleep at night. It's been 2 nights and she wakes up in the middle of the night and she's afraid.
Villanueva says she and Mendoza reported the shooting to the Hidalgo County Sheriff's Department. They were in Mendoza's neighborhood on Monday night. Hidalgo County Sheriff's spokesman Sergeant J.P. Rodriguez spoke with Channel 5 News off camera. He confirms a deputy came out here and filed a report. He says the deputy tried to find the shooter and the report was forwarded to the Sheriff's Department Criminal Investigations Unit. Sergeant Rodriguez says the sheriff's office has to look at all circumstances surrounding the investigation before he can comment further on what actions will be taken. However, he tells Channel 5 News there is a statute in the Texas Penal Code dealing with animal cruelty. In the Channel 5 News studio, Frank McCaffrey, Channel 5 News at 10.
The Texas Penal Code addresses cruelty to non-livestock animals. This is a Channel 5 News Extra. According to the code, it is a violation if someone, without the owner's consent, kills, administers poison to, or causes serious bodily injury to an animal. This is a Class A misdemeanor. Now, if a person has been previously convicted twice of cruelty to non-livestock animals, then it's a state jail felony.